What up everybody, Cynical Slayer back at it again with a brand new video for you guys. And today we're gonna be ranking my top 5 games of the entire decade. That's right, from 2010 to 2019 I am going to be rating my top 5 games. So without further ado, let's get to number 5. Number 5 is Far Cry 3. Now Far Cry has been one of the my most favorite franchises of all time, because simply the gameplay, the mechanics is wonderful, beautiful, and just love it. But Far Cry 3 has everything you want in a video game. Incredible fun, incredible mechanics, knife play is amazing, gun play is amazing, the gameplay is so smooth, the characters are amazing. Vaas, one of the best gaming villains of all time, is in the game. Shame, the one big flaw is that he's not in it for that much, but I wish Ubisoft can bring him back. So Far Cry 3 had everything amazing, story was amazing, gameplay was amazing, everything was just top notch, with care and thought put into the game. Unlike the Far Cry games that I put out recently, except for Far Cry New Dawn, those games are a bit trashy. Seems Far Cry has lost their way into being just not so good now. Far Cry 3, you are number 5 for me on my top 5 games of the decade. Number 4. Number 4 has got to be, without a doubt, GTA 5. Now I can name every GTA that's come out. GTA 4 and 5 were big contender, but GTA 4 was not in this decade. I think it came out in 2008. So GTA 5, which came out in the beginning of the decade, 2013, and is still thriving to this day, getting a new DLC with a new heist. Now you guys want to know why I put GTA 5 at number 4. GTA 5 has got to be one of the most fun games I've ever played in my entire life. GTA 5 was just amazing, especially the online, playing with friends, just the heists and just everything you can do in that game. It was just fun. That's it. That's all I gotta say about it. GTA 5 was pure entertainment, and it's still thriving. So what the hell does that tell you guys? Rockstar, you did an amazing job with GTA 5. Only flaw I see in this game is that maybe the story wasn't as strong as GTA 4, but still the gameplay was refined, the mechanics were refined, the story was okay, the new 3 character thing was decent. The online was the biggest plus in this game, especially the beginning of it. Now it's kind of turned to a bit shitty, but the online game aspect, playing with friends, having countless hours of fun, memories, laughter. Thank you GTA 5 for bringing all my childhood memories. You just flourished them and made them so much fun. And GTA 5 Online is an experience that I will never forget in my entire life. I don't know when GTA 6 is gonna come out, but I'm hoping for an announcement soon. Number 3. Number 3. Now these 3 games for me can be tied into number 1, but I had to put them in the list in order, right? So don't get triggered and relax. Even though this video won't get that many views, doesn't really matter. I mean, number fucking 3 is The Last of Us. The Last of Us possibly has one of the best story games I've ever played in my entire life. The single player is amazing. The gameplay, Naughty Dog, you did a wonderful job on The Last of Us. And I can see a lot of people putting The Last of Us as the game of the decade, and I completely agree with you guys. I'm not disagreeing with you guys, but this is just my list. This is my experience with the game. Last of Us started off a bit slow for me after that strong beginning with Joel's daughter dying. Spoiler alert if you don't know that. The game just slows down, but then it picks up really high, and that is what makes the game amazing. The relationship between Joel and Ellie, you just care for these characters. 2 people you want to see survive in this world. Ellie is one of the best characters I've seen in a video game, so is Joel, and they just complement each other so well. It's like an unexpected duo, and the stuff that they go through in the game is just really hits your heart, you know, the core, and you just want to see these guys survive. So the story is 10 out of 10. Gameplay is amazing. It's fluid. It's gritty. It's just mad. It's just really good. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's just Last of Us. I don't even need to freaking convince anyone to play this game. If you haven't played The Last of Us, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go play The Last of Us right now if you have a PS4. If you don't have your Xbox, stop being stubborn and get a PS4 or borrow a PS4 and play The Last of Us now. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. It is certainly number 3 in my top 5 games of the decade. Number 2. Now this was really hard for me to choose, but number 2 has got to be Red Dead Redemption. No, not Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption the original, and I think Red Dead Redemption the original came out in 2010, so it still counts for this list. Red Dead Redemption was one of the most amazing games and unique games I've ever played in my entire life. Rockstar came out swinging in 2010. Now I'm not going to put Red Dead Redemption 2 better, because Red Dead Redemption 1 for me had much better story, and it was just fresh and unique and just amazing. And the soundtrack, oof, that soundtrack was just too good. Red Dead Redemption 1, John Marston, riding around in the lonely wilderness of the Wild West with John Marston and just your horse was just one of the first experiences I've ever had with Red Dead, and it was the most harrowing, amazing, and peaceful and just secluded experiences I've ever had in my life. I cared about John Marston, I cared about his mission to save his family, and I really just wanted to finish the story and know what happens. He has one of the most iconic endings of all time and one of the most depressing endings of all time. Rip my boy John Marston. Fuck man. Red Dead Redemption 1 was one game that I played over and over and over and over again, and it just hit me to my core. I just loved it so much. That's all I gotta say about Red Dead Redemption. Fuck, what an amazing game. Red Dead Redemption 2 was alright, it was good, but just not as good as part 1. I'm sorry, I have to say it. It was not as good as part 1. Good job, Rockstar. You guys have been twice on this list because Rockstar is one of the best gaming companies of all time. You cannot doubt me on this one. Alright, Red Dead Redemption 2, John Marston, rest in peace. I love you, bro. Now, onto my honorable mentions before I get to number 1. I have a lot of honorable mentions, but I'm just going to keep around 4 or 5. So, my first honorable mention is going to be Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Outlast, the first one, not the second one, and the Batman Arkham games. Batman Arkham games were one of the best trilogies of all time, and they also hit to my childhood, very close to my heart. I love the Batman Arkham games. That's another worthy honorable mention. Minecraft, for obvious reasons. I don't have to explain why Minecraft is one of the best games of the decade. And if I had to add probably an Assassin's Creed game, it'd be Assassin's Creed 3. That is another game that resonated with me throughout this decade. Now, onto number 1. So the number 1, my favorite game of the entire decade, the one which really stuck to me and I still haven't forgotten it, one of the most amazing games of all time, has got to be The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 was not a game when it came out I was really interested in, but thanks to my mate, he's like, bro, you got to try The Witcher 3. If you don't like it, then you can swear at me all you want, you can head on me all you want. Trust me, try The Witcher 3. Now I tried it, and the first hour I wasn't too convinced. I was like, because I'm not really into RPG games. Here's the thing, I'm not really into RPG games. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. I never really tried Skyrim. So I was like, fuck it, let me try Witcher 3, maybe I'll enjoy it. And I still remember when I first entered that Novigrad place, oh my god. The game just became one of the greatest games of all time. Instantly, I knew off the bat. The polish, the care, just the story, which was the main thing that I loved about The Witcher 3. The story just kept you glued to your seat and wanted to play the whole 50, 60 hours straight away in one sitting. But of course I didn't do that. I finished it in like 3 days. I was just hooked. Those 3 days that I was playing the game, I was hooked. And the DLCs that came after it, amazing. The game has so much hidden details. It's very detailed. It's just very... The character of Geralt is one I love. And it's one I love so fucking much. Ciri is a great character. Everyone in the game is great characters. The villains are interesting. Everything's interesting. And this is me coming in, never having played a Witcher game before. And I understood everything from the start, and I was just into the story straight away, into the world. The world was just amazing. The lore, building, everything. And I am not an RPG. I'm going to repeat this so many times. I am not an RPG player. But this game, you have to try it. If you have not played Witcher before, The Witcher 3, try that shit now. Currently, as I'm talking about this, the show has come out, and the show, I'm in 4 episodes in, and it's pretty good so far. So if you have not played The Witcher 3, get it off your ass and play that shit right fucking now, because it is my top game of the decade. Congratulations, Witcher 3. That's all I gotta say about that. That's my top 5 favorite games of the decade list. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with this, but I don't get that many views, so who gives a fuck? I'm gonna say my opinion. If you stayed this far into the video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that good shit. I would really appreciate it. I've been stuck on 66 subscribers for a while now, so come on, somebody subscribe. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for everything, and have a good one. Peace.